Welcome to our channel called Building Common Ground. We just bought 89 acres of fields and forests, which is crazy. And it came with this 1860s farmhouse and this big old barn behind me. And we are fixing it up with our friends and our family and sharing common ground together. So if you want to follow along and see what we do with all of these acres, we have some ideas. I'm sure we'll come up with ideas that we could never have even imagined at this point. And it's going to be, a lifelong journey, our forever home. So if you, like I said, want to follow along, we'd love to have you. And we're just figuring it out as we go. Jeremiah knows a lot about building. He's got a lot of experience, but we both love learning and we both love new projects and growing and expanding and all those good things that we should always keep doing as humans. So, thanks for being here.
Ooh, they forgot a jar of pickles. It's interesting how there's like some old original stone foundation in some places, and then the modern block wall is the one that's got a giant crack in it. Fun. Let me show you the cracked foundation. We got some stair step in a little bit, and then this horizontal crack. And you can see this wall is out about an inch. Great. But we knew about this. We plan on digging out the perimeter of this house and putting in proper drainage. And then hopefully we can push this back and correct it. Hopefully. We are leaving this basement door open for now just to let some of the moisture out of here. It is pretty damp. That being said, most of the wood, it may look rotten, but it's pretty solid still. Like, it's not squishy. Well, it's a little squishy, but it's solid on the inside. Looks like someone tried to address the drainage down here by putting this pipe. It does have the slits. And that just goes out through the wall down there. I don't think it quite did the trick. So we finished cleaning out the basement. Let's show you what we pulled out. There's a big pile of junk. Old rotting boards and refrigerators and all sorts of weird things. Weird and disgusting. Mostly clean. Plastic down on the floor for now to prevent condensation. It's amazing what a little bit of plastic. It smells better in here already. Doesn't smell good, but better. So, like I was saying before, this wall has a long horizontal crack down the entire length of it. That's not very good. But we knew that, and we're going to take care of it. It's pretty dark down here. But in the center of this wall where the crack is, it's sticking out about an inch. Now, it looks like it's moved in the past 3 days. which is pretty crazy since it's been, you know, foundation failures like this happen over decades. But maybe it's just because the more I look at it, the more it seems like it's moving. Maybe I should just stop looking at it and it'll fix itself. That's what the previous owners must have did. Anyway, I am going to measure how much it's moving. So when we come back tomorrow, we can tell, even if it's moved a sliver. Oh yeah, we're gonna rig this guy up on there. What better use for a Pittsburgh machinist indicator? We're just gonna screw in this piece of angle iron so the magnetic fixture plate can stick to this. We're at 0. If I hit it, does it move at all? Liz seemed to think she could see it moving, but it don't look like it. Maybe it moved 1,000th. Get that glare out of there, huh? The center of this, you would think it would move the most, so we'll see if tomorrow we're still at 0. If it moves a significant amount, I'm going to brace this wall. We'll put some angles, put a steel strap on here and a couple of angle supports down to the floor. There is a piece of concrete right under this plastic that I can bolt into. That should at least prevent its collapse until we can fix it from the outside. Here we are outside. The corner underneath those chairs is where the collapsing wall is. It is underneath this porch. As you can see, somebody has then built a wooden deck on top. Classic, cover it up. So come spring, we're gonna take this all out, dig down along this wall, and either push that wall in the basement back or completely replace it. See how it looks when we get digging. Beautiful sunny day. Let's go back to that basement and check to see if that wall has moved. We got some the neighbor's dog footprints down here. So there's been visitors. What do we think? Looks the same to me. If anything, it shrunk in. Is that possible? We left it at 0 and now it's 1/1000th less. Let's go back to the basement and check on our collapsing wall indicator. Ooh, fun down in here. What do we see? It looks exactly like it hasn't moved. I'm seeing a less 1/1000th of an inch like yesterday. That could just be expansion and contraction of the wall and the dial itself. So that tells me that we're in good shape and I'm just gonna let that be indefinitely. And next time we get a deep freeze, maybe I'll come back and, well, not maybe. Next time when we get a deep freeze, I'll come back and check then to see if it's pushing out at that point. I cannot wait to actually put drainage in and fix this wall and clean up this basement.
It's this January 11th and it's cold, but we got our building permit yesterday, which is really exciting. So the first task is hanging some lights in the basement today so that we can have lights in the basement. That's why we're hanging them.
We need to eliminate our spider carcasses.
Yes, definitely. Well, maybe it's just a good spot anyways.
Should we do one here and one over there, maybe?
Sure.
Or to hang them.
Or how many are we doing? As many as we want, or 3? You brought 3.
I brought 3, so we got one over there, one here,
I know that.
one over there, and then maybe 2 more.
Okay,
5
that sounds
total.
good.
So you gotta take these off. These twisty, I think. Just twisty. They don't want to come out. I don't have any tools.
Great job.
Thanks. Good job. These are secondhand from some warehouse factory somewhere. We're just gonna hook them up to an extension cord, right, honey?
That's correct, honey.
Just so we can get some light down here when it's time to make this our first finished room in the house. You can go closer to here, I guess, because we're going to go over the stairs. Wait, a little bit to your left. Perfect. Oh, sorry. And so this is something. Okay. Here we go. One turn at a time. Oh, baby.
You're missing the action because I'm doing it so quickly and successfully.
Oh, did she get him already?
Already that side, so I slowed
Let's see
down
how Liz,
so you
yeah,
can
let's see how Liz does it. I was struggling, although the first one was easy. The second one was not. This one's easy, I guess.
I already did these two.
Good job.
Thanks.
Well, the one I struggled with must have had a smaller hole or
Do you want the little
something.
Do you have the pins?
They're in my pocket. Here.
There's one in there still. Down at the bottom.
Yeah, right in here. Good job, Lizzie. A little bit to this way. Nope. To your right. A little more. Perfect. It's a little skew. This is going to come this way a little bit. There. All right. Track this down here. Okay, next. Great.
Good job, buddy.
I really am a big fan of the GRK panhead cabinet screws for anything.
Alright, I'll go get some more lights then, 2 more.
They're in the barn.
Yeah, and then we can check on the dogs. Let's go for a walk together. So cute. Cute little broken porch. Oh, that's not... Doesn't look so good. That's not it. That's not right. Oh.
I think we'll probably put these on the first floor of the barn too.
Yes.
And in the loft will make it look nice.
Yes.
Our dial indicator, which is measuring how quickly this wall is collapsing, has moved 0.006 of an inch in like a week and a half, which I don't think is anything. I think it's thermal expansion and contraction, and maybe the clamps on this device here slowly sagging from gravity, because that's practically nothing. That ain't going nowhere. Squished. These are like soft for 1/4 of an inch. You can stick in with a screwdriver. Solid up there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll reinforce them somehow. There's like notches in some of them, which indicates that these may be secondhand. Like they were used in a barn before 1860 and then used for this house.
Sure.
Should we do it on this side or this side?
I don't know. I mean, whenever... Oh, that's not true. I don't know. I don't know. Does it matter?
Let's put it here.
Okay.
That way when we're tracking in and out with stone and concrete, there's no way, like if you're on the buggy, you're not going to hit your head on it or something.
Sure.
Right in front of the door.
I don't know if I'm tall enough for this guy. This is the middle. Sorry.
All right, let's move to the next one here. So we got them all hung up. Next would be to wire them. What about back in the dungeon?
No, that's my favorite. I
my
was
favorite place.
saving the best for last. The grand finale.
So I'm just running these lights from one to the other. Daisy chain. Comes with these little quick connects, which is nice because I didn't bring enough wire nuts. I know that some people like to twist the wires before the wire nut, but if it's 14 gauge and 2 or 3 wires, the wire nut itself does the twisting as you tighten it. There we go. Looks pretty mechanically connected to me. If I was doing like 5, 12 gauge, I would not use the wire nut. I would definitely do a pre-twist then. And we got this little quick connect guy. Oh boy. And we tuck this up and we're good.
So we've got all the lights up to this point. They're all, screwed up into the ceiling and wired, but they don't have light bulbs yet and they're not plugged in yet, but that will be soon to come in the spring when we actually need them. So we're prepped and ready when the time comes.
It finally froze down here. What once was a puddle is now ice. The ground is solid as a rock. So we're not digging basements until at least a couple months. That's a nice view. Yeah.